先仰望星空 then reading and writing。 今天我们继续Professional Cooking for Canadian Chefs 的第二章。然后我们今天要 cover 两个，我们今天要读完两个小标题，一个是 Personal Hygiene， 就是个人卫生，另外一个是 Food Storage， 就是食物的储藏、保存。那我们现在开始 Personal Hygiene。Earlier in this chapter, we said most of foodborne disease is caused by bacteria. Now we expand that statement slightly to say that most foodborne disease is caused by bacteria spread by food workers. At the beginning of this chapter, we define the contamination as harmful substances not present originally in the food.Some contamination occurs before we receive the food, which means proper purchasing and receiving procedures are important parts of a sanitation program. But most food contamination occurs as a result of cross-contamination. 这个 cross-contamination 上次我们也说了，大家一定要注意。Cross-contamination defined as the transference of hazardous substances, mainly microorganisms, to a food from another food or another surface, such as equipment, work tables, or hands. Examples of situations in which cross-contamination can occur include the following. 他举了几个例子之后，我们看一下。Mixing contaminated leftovers with a freshly cooked batch of food. Handling ready-to-eat foods with unclean hands. Handling several types of food without washing hands in between. Cutting raw chicken, then using the same cutting board unsanitized to cut vegetables. Placing ready-to-eat foods on a lower refrigerator shelf and allowing juices from raw fish or meat to drip on them from an upper shelf.Wiping down work surface with a soiled cloth. 然后我们看这几个，就是我们经常可能会遇到的情况。然后我们看一下for the food worker, the first step in preventing foodborne disease is good personal hygiene. Even when we are healthy, we have bacteria all over our skin and in our nose and mouth. Some of these bacteria,if given the chance to grow in food, will make people ill. The following are steps to practicing good personal hygiene. 然后他给了13个步骤啊，或者13个我们需要注意的方向，我们看一下。1. Do not work with food. If you have any communicable disease or infection, bathe or shower daily.Wear clean uniforms and aprons. Keep hair neat and clean. Always wear a hat or a hairnet. Hair longer than shoulder length must first be tied back and then secured under a net or hat. 5. Keep mustaches and beards trimmed and cleaned. Better yet, be clean shaven.6. Remove all jewelry. Rinse low-hanging earrings, watches, bracelets. Avoid the facial piercings. If you have them, don't touch them. 我们先来看前六个基本上就是我们最日常都能看到的，就在表面上的东西啊，比如说你的脸、你穿的衣服、你的首饰。但是据我的情况，至少50%以上吧，达不到这个标准。无论你是在好的酒店还是在好的餐厅，但是从另外一个角度看，我经常会注意那个不同的餐厅的他们的厨师，就是他们的 chef。通常情况下 ，chef 的personal hygiene 的话，水准要比一般的他们普通的厨师要高一些。我觉得这个一方面是一个卫生的问题，另外也是一个形象的问题。但是唯一的例外就是说，有的那个 chef 他喜欢留比较长的胡子，或者是他头发比较少， 这样的话他是不会戴那个胡子的罩和那个帽子的，戴帽子的非常非常少。然后我们接着看第7到第13。Wash hands and expose the parts of arms before work and as often as necessary during work, including after eating, drinking, or smoking, after using the toilet, after touching or handling anything that may be contaminated with bacteria. Number 8. Cover coughs and sneezes, then wash your hands. Number 9. Keep your hands away from your face, eyes, hairs, arms. Number 10. Keep fingernails clean and short. Do not wear nail polish. 11. Do not smoke or chew gum while on duty. Number 12. Cover cuts or sores with clean bandages. If the sore is on the hands, you must wear gloves. 13. Do not sit on work tables. 这个7到10的话，就是说平常一些动作吧，一些规范，比如说你怎么洗手啊，怎么遮住脸啊，然后包括你像抽烟和吃口香糖啊，它最主要的问题就是在你工作区域 working area， 还有你当班的时间，这些都要尽量避免。但是就是我发现的就是在实际上在加拿大的话，抽烟的属实比较多啊，他们基本上都会有叫 smoke break。通常的话，这边的话会有 coffee break， 还会有 smoke break， 还会有lunch break。但是如果你在很忙的这个餐厅的话，就可能就比较难。然后我们这边有一个小的介绍，主要是洗手的过程啊，因为现在我们正在疫情期间，我们可以看一下，在厨房里是怎么要求这个洗手的。Procedure for washing hands. 1. Wet your hands with hot running water. Use water as hot as you can comfortably stand. Use water as hot as you can comfortably stand, but at least 100 Fahrenheit or 38 Celsius. Number 2. Apply enough soap to make a good lather. Number 3. Rub hands together throughout for 20 seconds or longer, washing not only the hands but also the wrists and the lower part of the forearms. Number 4. Using a nail brush, clean beneath the fingernails and between the fingers. Number 5. Rinse hands well under hot running water. If possible, use a clean paper towel to turn off the water to avoid contaminating the hands by contact with the soiled surfaces. 6. Dry hands with clean single-use paper towel or a warm air hand dryer. 我看这个要求很严啊，像基本上这个像用刷子去刷这个指甲啊，或者是你用干的这种纸巾去擦干净之后，然后再去擦这个水龙头，这些行为基本上90%-95%可能都做不到，99%吧，很少有人用刷子去刷那个 nail， 对吧 ？fingernail。但是我不知道，如果是在医院的话，医生的话可能会这么相对来说更严格一些。然后我们看下一个 ，use of gloves， 就是手套啊，因为厨房经常会用到这种一次性手套啊，我们看一下。If used correctly, gloves can help protect foods against cross-contamination. If used incorrectly, however, they can spread contamination just as easily as bare hands. Health departments may require the use of some kinds of barrier between hands and any foods that are ready to eat. That is, food that will be served without furthering cooking. Gloves, tongs, and other serving implements and bakery or daily tissue can serve as barriers. To be sure gloves are used correctly, observe the following guidelines. 这边又给了一个手套用的那个指导的意见。Number 1. Wash hands before putting on gloves or when changing to another pair. Gloves are not a substitute for proper hand washing. Second, remove and discard gloves. Wash hands and change to a clean pair of gloves after handling one food item and before starting work on another. In particular, never to fail to change gloves after handling raw meat, poultry, or seafood. Gloves are for single use only. Remember that the purpose of using gloves is to avoid cross contamination， 就是说这个手套主要是用于交叉感染的，它并不能防止你手变脏或者保证你手特别干净，它主要是为了防止交叉感染。比如像我们经常会防止这个食物的过敏，在你触摸不同的食物的时候要戴上手套，特别是比如说常见的是，比如说 seafood， 比如说那个水产品啊，还有就是鸡肉，生的鸡肉，戴上手套之后一定要去掉或者换新的手套。我们看第三个 ，change to a clean pair of gloves whenever gloves become torn, soiled, or contaminated by contact with an unsanitary surface。就是要经常换啊，手套只要有问题了，你就要换一个。这就是 personal hygiene， 这里边我发现他写的也不是很多，相对来说，但是实际上这点的话，这些即使这么短的这一部分 personal hygiene 的话，可能很多人也都做不到啊。比如说剪指甲，这些最基本的都很难做到。这就是实话实说。然后我们看一下这个 food storage。The following rules of safe food storage have two purposes. 1. To prevent contamination of foods. 2. To prevent growth of bacteria that may already be in foods. Temperature control is an important part of food storage. Perishable foods must be kept out of the food danger zone, 40 to 140 Fahrenheit or 4 to 60 degrees Celsius, as much as possible, because these temperatures support bacterial growth. See this picture for a chart of important temperature. 这我们就看一下啊，这个图，其中这个 dangerous zone is between 40 to 140 Fahrenheit。然后它分了几个部分，去看我们如何去保存这个食物的。Receiving. First, safe food handling begins the moment food is unloaded from the delivery truck. In fact, it begins even earlier than this, with the selection of good, reputable suppliers. Keep the receiving area clean and well lit. 这部分我想说一下，如果你是在大的这种酒店的话，你想采购和这个储存都是其他人做的，你厨房的话是控制不了的。我们只能就是说让其负责采购这些人，负责运输的这些人，让他们也能保证这个干净，反正比较难，因为这个跨部门了。Second, inspect all deliveries. Try to schedule deliveries during off-peak hours to allow proper time to inspect the item. For the same reason, try to schedule deliveries so they arrive one at a time. Reject shipments or parts of shipments that are damaged or not at the proper temperature. Frozen foods should show no signs of having been thawed or refrozen. 这个地方他就说了，如果你发现这个有问题，一定要拒绝。这个可能就是说，如果中国人的话，可能不太善于做这个，但是，这个是必须做的。这个经常会发生在厨房。如果你上一个阶段这个食物没有准备好，或者说不够新鲜的话，你下一个阶段的人会立马提出这个抗议。第四个 ，label all items with the delivery date or a use by date. Number 5, transfer items immediately to a proper storage. 这边我们就可以看，就是说 label 和 transfer 到那个一个合理的保存的地点，这些都很重要。特别是 label， 你哪天收到这些东西，或者你哪天要用，这些你就要当时就要 label。然后我们看一下 dry food storage. Dry food storage pertains to those foods not likely to support bacterial growth in their normal state. These foods include flour, sugar and salt, cereals, rice, and other grains, dried beans and peas, ready prepared cereals, rice and crackers, oils and shortenings, canned and bottled foods. First, store dry foods in a cool, dry place off the floor, away from the wall and out under a sewer line. 2. Keep all containers tightly closed to protect from insects, rodents, and dust. Dry foods can be contaminated even if they don't need refrigeration. Next, freezer storage and proper thawing. Keep frozen food at 0 Fahrenheit or -18 Celsius degree or lower. Keep all frozen foods tightly wrapped or packaged to prevent freezer burn. 这边要说有一个词叫 freezer burn， 就是说你如果太冷的话，这个东西也会被冻坏的。冻坏的感觉就像裂了一样，因为我们之前我看到过被冻坏的东西，它表面也是裂，就像烧的那种感觉一样，会有很重的一个痕迹。Number 3, label and date all items. Number 4, thaw frozen foods properly. Do not thaw at room temperature because the surface temperature will go above 40 degrees Fahrenheit before the inside is thawed, resulting in bacterial growth. 这个意思就是说，当你在这个融化这个食物的话，不要放在室温，因为如果你放在室温的时候，你表面上已经在这个 danger zone 了，即使你是内心里边还是冻的，但你表面上已经在这个 danger zone 了。那表面的话就会有细菌在增长和繁殖。This method may be used in a refrigerator so that the food maintains a temperature of 40 Fahrenheit degree or less. Under cold running water, as long as the water temperature is at a temperature of 70 Fahrenheit or lower. For ready-to-eat foods, no part of the food may go above 40 Fahrenheit. For raw meat, poultry, and fish, the temperature of the outside of the atom may rise above 40 Fahrenheit while thawing, but it must not remain at this temperature for more than 4 hours in total until it is cooked. In a microwave oven, but only if the item is to be cooked or served immediately. 就是说，它这最好是它是化冻食物呢，它提供了3种方式。说如果你要在冰箱化冻呢，最好的就在冷藏室化冻。如果你是在这个凉水里边，你一定要是在持续流动的这个凉水下面，就是水龙头下面去冲洗这个食物。而且这个水的温度也一定要21度以下。另外，如果你用那个微波炉呢，解冻的话，就是解冻完就是立即要吃的，不能再放很久了。另外，我要提一个，就是说这个冰箱和冰柜，通常的话，表面都会贴一个表格，就是每天要记录这个温度的变化。通常情况下，一个 chef de partie 就是一个 station chef。他如果负责一个 station 的话，关于这个 station 的冰箱他也是负责的。他每天的工作来的第一件事应该是检查冰箱的温度是不是合格。现在冰箱都很智能啊，基本上冰箱上面会有一个温度计来计量那个冰箱现在有多少度。另外你还可以买那种小的温度计，是放在这个冰箱里，那个观测会更准确一些。然后我们看一下 refrigerator storage. First, keep all perishable foods properly refrigerated. Note the lower limit of the food danger zone is only the upper limit for refrigerator storage. Most food keep even better at lower temperature. The major exception is fresh fruits and vegetables, which are not considered potentially hazardous foods. For storage temperature for varied food, we can see another table. Food storage temperature, raw vegetable and fruits, it's from 4 degrees to 7 degrees Celsius. Eggs, 3 to 4 Celsius degree. Milk and cream, 2 to 4 Celsius degree. Poultry and meat, 0 to 2 Celsius degree. Fish and seafood, -1 to 1 Celsius degree. 这张表的话，其实还比较有用啊。我们有可能考试会考到，我们要记一下，就是你在哪个温度下合适保存那种食物。通常情况下，我们可以看到这个蔬菜和水果的话，它的保存温度可以适当的稍微高一点。Note: Potato, onions, and winter squash are best had at a cool temperature, which means 10 to 18 Celsius degree or 50 to 65 Fahrenheit degree. 我们看土豆、洋葱还有这种squash 有点像那个 squash 是一种瓜类，有点像南瓜。 它们会保存在这个温度里边。另外我们看 second。Do not crowd refrigerator. Leave space between items so cold air can circulate. 3. Keep refrigerator doors shut except when removing or putting in foods. 4th, keep shelves and the interiors of the refrigerator clean. Number 5, store raw and cooked items separately if possible. 我们看第5个，这就很重要，就是说你这个冰箱里边，高处的话要放这是做好的饭，低处的话放生菜，生的 raw food， 特别是肉类一定要放在最底下。If raw and cooked foods must be kept in the same refrigerator, keep cooked foods above the raw foods. If cooked foods are kept below raw foods, they can become contaminated by drips and spills. Then, if they are not to be cooked again before serving, they must be hazardous. Keep refrigerated foods wrapped or covered and in sanitary containers. Do not let any unsanitary surface, such as the bottom of the other containers, touch any food. Chill foods as quickly as possible over ice or in a cold water bath before placing in the refrigerator. A gallon of stock placed in a refrigerator, hot off the stove, may take 10 hours to go below, giving bacteria plenty of time to grow. 这个里边我们一定要注意啊，就是说，如果你有一个热的东西，应该先在那个冷水浴里面先把它弄凉，或者放在那种用冰块把它弄凉。我们还有一种叫大的那种风扇，也可以把它弄凉，弄完之后再放冰箱里。否则的话，这种汤的话，如果它足够大，那也是外边先冷，然后里边才冷。但里边的话，可能要花很长时间，就这个意思。Number 10, when the holding foods such as protein salads in cold bain-marie or refrigerated table for service, do not heat the food above the level of the container. The food above this level will not stay cold enough. 这个叫bain-marie，就是一种水浴，就是冷水浴，或者是餐厅里经常用的那种冰箱，就是它是上面开放式的，只要把东西放在表面上，不用盖盖也能保证它的温度。在这里就说了，如果你这个食物超过了它这个保存温度这个线，那上面以上的东西就可能不那么冷了。但是这个实际上情况中就是根据冰箱质量有关系，还有它的使用方法、使用程度都有关系，不是特别容易能保证。所以我们还是要凭自己这个感官，你发现这个东西有变化了，或者闻到有味道了，就要及时扔掉。Hot food holding. To keep food hot for service, use steam table or other equipment that will keep all parts of all foods above 60 Celsius degree at all times. Keep foods covered. Bring foods to holding temperature as quickly as possible by using ovens, steamers, range top pots and pans, or other cooking equipment. Do not warm cold foods by placing them directly in the steam table. They will take too long to heat, and bacteria will have time to grow. Do not let ready-to-eat foods come in contact with any contaminated surface. 这种实际上我们看这个就是冷的食物和热的食物，最关键的一点就是一定要让他们远离 danger zone， 远离这个危险区，这是最主要的部分。这个地方的话，我们一定要记住这个温度，这是最重要的。之后我们会把这个温度补充在这边，今天就到这里了，谢谢大家。